In this video, we're going to be looking at how elasticity affects the demand and supply curves. So starting with PED, okay, so the PED, it affects the slope, so the slope of the demand curve. Okay, so for elastic PED, it will be a shallow curve like this. So this could be for example, PED equals -2 or -3. So basically it has to be below -1, okay? And in this case, over here, we have inelastic PED, okay? So this will be a steep demand curve. In this case, the PED would be between 0 and -1, so for example, -0.5, okay? We have perfectly elastic PED, and in this case, the PED will be equal to infinity, and it will be perfectly flat, perfectly horizontal like this. For the example of perfect inelasticity, we will have a perfectly vertical curve, and PED in this case is 0. Moving on to PES, okay, so price elasticity of supply. It affects the slope of the supply curve. In this case, we have when PES is above 1, the supply curve is shallow. When PES is between 0 and 1, so inelastic, we have a steep supply curve. In the case of perfectly elastic, we have a horizontal supply curve. So in this case, PES would be equal to infinity. And in this case, we have perfectly inelastic, a perfectly inelastic supply curve, and PES is equal to 0 in this case. So the other elasticities that we haven't looked at so far in this video, these are XED and YED, so cross elasticity of demand and income elasticity of demand. These do not affect the slope of the demand or the supply curve, okay? So that's what you need to know. Just remember, if you're affecting the slope of the supply or demand curve, it's either PES or PED. The other two, you should not affect the slope of the demand or supply curve when you're drawing these diagrams. Hope that makes sense. And if you have any questions, just leave your comments down below.